please remain standing and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Welcome to the graduation ceremonies for the class of 2018. That was We just had the pledge by Mr. Seth Miller, the class president. Mr. Copeland, Dr. Whitney, honored guests, parents, family, and students. It is a pleasure to welcome you here today for this memorable occasion. At this time, I would like to present the principal of Kings Fork High School, Dr. Ronald Lee.
Welcome again to our 2018 Kings Fork commencement ceremony. The class of 2018 has certainly left its mark and has produced many firsts. This class has earned over $2.4 million in scholarships, the largest of any Kings Fork class to date. The class of 2018 also produced the school's first wrestling state champion, its first female state track champion, and its football team produced Suffolk's first Southeastern District champion. This is, however, no surprise to fellow Bulldogs. We were born to lead. In the fall, on these Sunday afternoons in the fall, you can see former Bulldogs playing in the NFL or applying their trades on the courts in the WNBA. Veterans will be comforted to know that we are graduates of the Naval Academy at Annapolis and the Military Academy at West Point. We are graduates of medical schools such as Howard University, and we've even made history. A Bulldog graduate was the first African American to receive a PhD from the Florida State University School of Medicine. We are, of course, proud of our former Bulldogs, and to the class of 2018, we are proud of you. You know, Nike has a slogan that says, just do it. But at Kings Fork, we believe, well, Bulldogs just do it better. To the family and friends that join us here today to celebrate our students' transition into adulthood, we say thank you. And now I would like to introduce the chairman of the Suffolk School Board and my friend, Mr. Enoch Copeland.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. I'd like to say good afternoon to the class of 2018. Congratulations. Thank you, guests, for being here as well. As the chairman of the Suffolk Public School Board, it gives me a great honor to join you in your celebration. At this time, I would like to introduce your Suffolk Public School Board members, beginning with our Wheelerville Borough Vice Chair, Ms. Phyllis Barham. You can save your applause to the end, please. Chuckatuck Borough, Ms. Linda Bashar. Nansemond Borough, Dr. Judy Brooke Buck. Suffolk Borough, Dr. Michael Debransky. Sleepy Hole Borough, Mr. David Micknick. Cypress Borough, Mrs. Lorraine Skeeter. And yours truly, Holy Neck Borough. Thank you very much. Let's give them applause. I think I can speak for each of our board members today by saying how proud we are of our students, and thank you, parents, for your support throughout your student years of pre-K through 12th grades. Now I have the pleasure and the privilege as well to introduce and presenting to you our superintendent. Dr. Darren Richard Whitney is a native of Hampton, Virginia. He received his Bachelor of Art degree in elementary education from Christopher Newport University, Masters of Science in Education degree from Old Dominion University, and a Doctorate of Education degree from Virginia Tech with a major in Educational Leadership and Policy Studies. Dr. Whitney is involved in a number of community organizations and has worked as an elementary teacher, assistant principal, and central office administrator. During his tenure as superintendent thus far, the following initiatives have taken place: online application process, modernization of the school division website and mobile app, superintendent support staff advisory council, online professional development, virtual teacher work days, state of the school learning fair, community service requirements for education, and the annual college and career readiness fair. This fall, under Dr. Whitney's leadership, we will proudly open 2 new schools, Florence Bowser Elementary School and Colonel Fred Cherry Middle School. Dr. Whitney has been awarded Teacher of the Year recognition, Outstanding Young Men of America Award, Principal School Bell Award, and Regional 2 Superintendent of the Year. Dr. Whitney is also an adjunct professor for Old Dominion University. His wife of 28 years, Conjo Galloway Whitney, is a reading specialist in our public schools. His daughter, Chelsea, is a recent graduate of Radford University. Ladies and gentlemen, please, and the graduating class of 2018, please join me in welcoming to the podium Dr. Darren R. Whitney.
Thank you, Chairman Copeland, excuse me. Good afternoon. Parents, faculty, staff, and guests, but most importantly, the class of 2018. I'm honored to stand before you today to share a few, and just a few, words of encouragement, wisdom, and perhaps a little advice. First of all, once again, congratulations. You did it. You did what was expected of you. You have earned enough verified credits. You've taken the required courses. You've passed the appropriate standards of learning assessments. And yes, you've earned the 50 community service hours to graduate. You should feel proud, grateful, and excited. And today I want you sometime, if not now, to reflect on those 3 words: pride, gratefulness, and excitement. But today I'm going to challenge you to think most about being grateful. I would challenge you to continue to be grateful throughout the rest of your life. Humble yourself. Realize that at 17, 18, or in my daughter's case, 21, you simply don't know everything. None of us do. And you can't Google an answer to all of life's challenges. Sometimes we have to stop, listen, and talk with others, and as my father says, we have to think. As tradition has it, each year I usually share with the graduating class a book I'm reading or have read that I think you may find points that are useful. This year is no different. I want to share with you the book entitled How Full Is Your Bucket by Tom Rath and Don Clifton. And while it's based on theories shared by Dr. Clifton years ago, the book is a good reminder of what works and simply what's right. In this book, the authors suggest each of us has an invisible bucket. This bucket is constantly emptied or filled, depending on what others say or do to us. When our bucket is full, we feel great, we feel good, we feel positive. When the bucket is empty, however, we don't feel so great. We feel bad, we feel awful. Buckets are filled by saying and doing any nice thing to others. And the more we fill others' buckets, the more we fill our own bucket. Now, we can also dip and empty others' buckets by doing and saying things that are not so kind, or things and saying things that are negative. The more we dip into other buckets, the more we empty our bucket. Those who have and maintain a full bucket are those who end up having a positive outlook on life. Full buckets result in renewed energy. Every drop in the bucket makes us stronger and more optimistic. An empty bucket, however, is a person who has a bad outlook on life, a negative person. An empty bucket drains our energy and undermines our will. That's why every time someone dips from our bucket, it hurts us, it harms us. Negative emotions can be harmful to our health and might even shorten our lifespan. Research has shown that increasing positive emotions can lengthen lifespan by 10 years. In fact, the author suggests we should commit to 5 positive interactions for every 1 negative interaction we come across. The 5 strategies that are included in this book include: prevent bucket dipping. Quit dipping in others' buckets and stop dipping in your own. Shine a light on what is right. Make those really good best friends. You know who those best friends are. You have some among you right now. The 4th one is to give unexpectedly. In other words, do it because it's simply right. Unexpected. And the last one is to live by the golden rule, which is treat others the way you want to be treated. What's the significance of this book, you might ask? This book about buckets? Well, going back again, filling your bucket creates positive energy, reduces negativity, decreases self-centeredness, increases kindness, and spreads compassion as well. So as you move forward, be a bucket filler. Show kindness and respect towards others and yourself. Don't dip in others' buckets. Don't criticize, hurt, put down, or bully others. Use your lid, protect the good thoughts and feelings inside your bucket and the buckets of others. So, once again, as you go out into the world, remember that what you put into your bucket and the buckets of others is what matters in life. So, class of 2018, I charge you, fill your buckets. Fill them to overflowing with kindness, compassion, and service to others, and in this, you will find great joy and fulfillment in life. Once again, congratulations, students. We're proud of you.
At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our salutatorian, the beautiful and talented Miss LaDaria Boone.
To our principal, Dr. Lee, members of the school board, faculty and staff, honored guests, family and friends, and fellow graduates, welcome to the Kings Fork High School Class of 2018 graduation ceremony. A few weeks ago, I was asked to write a speech. This task was extremely daunting as, number 1, I'm shy. And number 2, I waited until the very last second to write it. I've had numerous people tell me that writing the speech shouldn't be so difficult, that I should just say, "We did it," or "We are the future," and work hard and believe in yourself, and then continue on to crack a few jokes and be done. However, I toiled away, trying to put into words what high school has taught me and express encouragement for our future endeavors. Not to say that those messages aren't true, as cliche as they may sound, but what will come from this achievement is more personal than those few words. We are all headed down different paths. where each of us will develop into more mature versions of ourselves. This individual growth determines who we are and who we will become, continuing on for the rest of our lives. It has been present since day one of high school and is the reason you all are seated here today. Here we are at the event that marks the end of a season and the beginning of a new one. We've all worked hard to get here, starting projects the night before it's due, and finishing homework as our teachers ask for it. There were many late nights spent avoiding said projects and homework for other activities like Netflix, video games, or just sleeping. I'm sure there are many of us who are responsible enough to do their work in a timely manner. As aforementioned, I routinely procrastinate and am not one of those people. Don't let the title of Salutatorian fool you. Nevertheless, here we are as I stand before you today in celebration of what we have accomplished. Today's achievement will act as a base on which we can build up and display our further accomplishments. Furthermore, it acts as the foundation of our growth. We've grown from being excited yet fearful high school freshmen to excited yet fearful graduating seniors. All we've learned and experienced in high school has primed us for what adults call the real world and what we call freedom. In this realm of personal responsibility and lack of supervision, we will try and probably fail several times to meet our goals or expectations and to act like adults. But it's okay. Being here today shows that we are capable of attaining what we strive for. So when we experience hard times, it's important to persevere and allow ourselves to grow. Leaving here today, celebrate what you have accomplished, what you have learned, and what you have experienced. Remember those who have helped you along the way, be they parents, friends, teachers, administrators, or mentors, and thank them for investing in you and inspiring you. Look towards the future with excitement and continue to build up your wall of achievements. I wish you all the best of luck. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Our students work very hard this year applying for scholarships. This is a very time-consuming process that requires perseverance and hard work. It also requires students who have worked hard their entire high school years to have the qualifications necessary to be eligible for these scholarships. I'm very proud to announce that so far the number is still increasing. Our students have been awarded over $4,140,374 in scholarships and awards from colleges and other community organizations. The next speaker has set high goals for herself throughout her high school career, whether in school or through any extracurricular activities. She's always pushed herself to do her very best. Today she is recognized for all of her hard work. Please welcome the valedictorian for the class of 2018, Miss Yvette Gamore.
Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, and the class of 2018. Woo! We made it. We finally completed this course that was 13 years in the making. We've had our various ups and downs over the years, and now this chapter of our lives is coming to an end as we move on to pursue a higher education, join the military, or become a direct part of the workforce. Being on this stage in front of all you lovely people reminds me of a promise I made to myself in the 5th grade, where I said I would be the best Yvette I could. And on this journey, I've met a lot of people and learned quite a bit over these years. So in my speech today, I would like to share some advice that I have received over these last few years that I believe to be beneficial to us all. The first piece of advice comes in the form of a story. So a couple weeks ago, not long after they announced Valedictorian and Salutatorian, we were officially told to prepare a speech for the class of 2018 on graduation day. By formally told, I mean they told my mom, who now became unrelenting in her efforts to get me to write this speech. In one of her many conveniently placed, "Have you written your speech yet?" lectures, she said to me, "Yvette, you have to make your speech funny." Then I said, "I'm not really a funny person, so yeah." To which she responds, "Don't worry, I'll give you some jokes." Please excuse my badly done Ghanaian accent. I immediately decided that this was probably not the best idea. I'm not saying that she's not funny, as she has had me laughing to the point of tears a few times in my life, but rather that it is less so what she is saying and more so how she says it, which brings me to my first piece of advice. As we go on, the people who surround us want to see us do big things, and for we are the future and all that good stuff. However, I would like to say that there is a thin line between persistence and annoyance. You are likely to come across a situation where you are appealing to a person in a higher position than yourself, with a lot of say what happens to you next, be it begging your professor to round your C+ to a smooth B, or convincing your boss as to why you should get a raise. I want to remind you to be aware of how you go about asking for whatever it is you choose to achieve. After all, it is not only the words that are important, but also the delivery. My next piece of advice is a reminder that success is a collaborative effort. Behind every successful person, there is a group of people who are vital in the process of getting them there. You need your family to be there when the going gets tough, so you don't get going. You need your friends to cheer you on when you make it, or to console you if you don't. You need to do things you love in order to clear your mind in stressful times, such as the ability to become someone else for a couple of hours during play rehearsals, or paying our librarians a visit and discovering books you didn't even know existed, or going to a nice spacious classroom and awkwardly choreographing a dance while everyone else just sort of stares at you. Finally, I believe the most important factor in one's journey is a strong source of belief, which for me is my relationship with God. Overall, the point of that whole section was to remind you that teamwork makes the dream work. So don't forget to thank those who were helpful to you to achieve that dream. My next piece of advice was best said by Kendrick Lamar, and that is, sit down, be humble. I say this because we are constantly surrounded by people years or even decades older than us, ready to impart the knowledge and wisdom that they have gained in that time. But sometimes we're too prideful to listen and learn. In the adaptation of a quote from Aristotle, it is said that in order to be a good leader, one must first become a good follower. In order to lead the masses, you have to first humble yourself enough to learn. A good example of this can be found in the medical field. Many a time, a doctor fresh out of medical school has been placed in a hospital with a higher title than a nurse. Yet it is that same nurse that teaches them everything medical school could not. In order to become a great doctor, they had to put aside their title in order to truly learn their trade. My final piece of advice comes from my English teacher, Miss LaMagna. She answered a question that I had heard multiple times throughout my high school career. What is the point of taking this class if I will never see this information again? She said that we don't take classes for the knowledge, it's about the skill. Your teachers know that as an engineer, you'll probably never have to annotate the significance of the colors in Romeo and Juliet, or that you'll never need to know the Pythagorean theorem as an actress. However, the purpose was to develop your ability to think critically and analytically, or to remind you that teamwork is an essential part of life, or to teach you that asking for help isn't a bad thing. Everything we do in life influences us in some way. In fact, I challenge you to deeply look at how the smallest things you do or have experienced affect your ever-changing view of the world around you. I hope that some of the wisdom that I have shared with you all today sticks in some way, shape, or form. I hope each and every one of you takes advantage of the opportunities that life gives you. We've done such big things, such as raising over $4 million in scholarships. It's not a game. But I believe we can do so much more. Once again, congratulations, class of 2018.
Mr. Copeland, Dr. Whitney, Dr. Lee, members of the school board, faculty, parents, and friends, I present to you those students who have met the academic and program objectives as prescribed by the Commonwealth of Virginia and Suffolk City Public Schools. They are hereby declared candidates for graduation in the Kings Fork High School graduating class of 2018. Beginning with the honor graduates up for the class of 2018, candidates for graduation, please come to the stage. First row. Yvette Ama Gamor. Ladaria Janae Boone. Tawfiq Samir Abdel Shahid. Cal Thomas Alberison. Bridget Lani Alman. Christopher Maxwell Allen. Tony Nathaniel Artis Jr. Natalie Marie Bangs. Quanisha Monet Barnes. Cal Cameron Bentley. Ashley Jessica Beto. Jean Matthias Kofi Belay. Shamir Avion Blades. Shankelvi Nichelle Bond. Anthony Eugene Bonte. Ethan Thomas Bauer. Hannah Nicole Brodyard. Ella Camille Bronow. Damian Alexander Karen. Sophia Isabella Castro. Reese Marcellus Cooper. Miles Sterling Copeland. Faith Lamaya Crawford. Noah Kai Owen Cross. Tevin Eric Cross. Donald Lamar Wolfgang Curlis. Diamond Jayla Imani Daniels. Rayshawn Lawrence. Dalila Anaya David. Emily Nadine Dawson. Miles De La Pina. Miriam Grace Dice. Dion Dixon. Malachi Lamar Eccles.
Hunter Scott Edmonds. Kyle Thomas Everett. Tiffany Renee Fairclough. Peyton Edward Fallen. Jalen Jerome Faust. Dominic Lynch Fisher. Adrena Takayla Flood. Madison Brooke Framel. Deja Monet George. Deanna Gillis. Gavin Thomas Jen. Alyssa Marie Golden. Lydia Nicole Goolsby. Bobby Ann Gordon. Dejan Deshawn Green. Skylar Joy Grochowski. Caleb Albert Harris. Carrington Franklin Hill. Capri Latrice Hopgood. Dominic Vaughn Horner. Kinley Madeline Howerton. Christopher McLeod Hewins. Milana Charmaine Jacks. Deontay Kumari Jackson. Thomas Minoza Jenkins. Cheyenne Iman Johnson. Israel Loxley Jones. Julianne Marie Jones. Lamar Kenneth Jones. Lamont Kendall Jones. Kirsten Brianna Landon. Maggie Kim Laster. Haejin Lee. Nasir Joshua Lasokin. Haley Pearl Lupton. Janaya Jada Manley. Emily D. Martin. Hannah Elizabeth Marston. Alexis Catherine Martin. Haley Noel Mayers. Jennifer McCullough. Grace Irene Merrifield. Charity Lanice Miller. Seth Tyler Miller. Crystal Ann Mutu. Kendrea Varshell Murphy. Kara M. New. Jalen Elizabeth Nicholson. Jordan Alexander Palmer. Malik Keon Pearson. Nakia Deshauna Phillip. John Michael Andrew Ramlogan. Marcus Alejandro Ramos. Tanasia Ross. Elijah Kai Sautel. Jacob Dennis Shaw. Jared Michael Shaw. Kiara Leah Steele. Amber Tierra Suits. Ganesh Thapa. Kayvon Tao. Nadia Nashelle Toy. Jarvis Kashawn Turner. Crystal LaShawn Tysinger. Jacob Andrew Ward. Iman Gabriel Warren. Jasmine Myra Watson. Cameron Nicole West. Makai Amar Whitaker. James Dylan White. Matthew Henley Williams. Shade Shantae Williams. Ayana Dielle Williamson. Haley Ann Williamson. Alexis Regina Wilson. Faith Alicia Woner. Kaya Monet Young. Rashid Laquan Akis. Asa Curtis Adams. Dominique Joseph Javier Addison. Rodney Elijah Alford. Arnesia Jamarie Allen. Miss Arnesia Allen. Asia Murray Allen. Tristan Grant Askins. Clarissa Dawn Atkins.
Yes, Clarissa.
John Oliver Banks. Tamisha Shamel Banks. Michael Sean Barnes. Braden Hunter Bars. Rajik Ahmad Bill. Tatiana Monet Beeman. Michael Anthony Beckham. Messiah Zamaria Benjamin. Amaya Sashel Bentley. Nicholas Lee Blevins. Jaquez Shaheem Blunt. Haley Noel Borecki. Aaron Daniel Boston. Davion Tyreek Deshaun Bolden. Angel Ayana Monet Bowers. Taquan Cordes Brickhouse. Adam Haywood Briggs. Mason Ray Brown. Amonte Keyshawn Burke. Warren Dracier Burton. Del Monte Dante Falk. Jaron Anthony Spruill. Warren Harley Williams. Darren O'Neill Butts. Lenny Winford Kane. Autumn Marie Carr. Jada Brianna Carr. Brett Tucker Carter. Emery Chambliss Jr. Destiny Nicole Chapman. Sean McQuavius Cheeks. Austin Mark Clements. Tyree Jawan Cole. Darkayla Shani Collins. Riante Decarius Cooper. Brianna Kiara Copeland. Wanye Devontae Cornick. Jaqueline Rashad Cox. Nasir Karif Davis. Samaya Emil Davis. Brittany Michelle Deloach. Jaron Clemente Deloach. Mariah Nicole Diggs. Earl Thomas Dildy. Casey Michelle Dunnigan. Manaya Nichelle Clark.
I'm next.
Samuel Khalil Dunn. Kadisha Monet Edmonds. Talia Marie Edwards. Maya Janae Shamar Illy. Quantasia Shadana Yor. Paris Ani Evans. India Kamaya Everett. Christopher Nayan Monte Falk. Rosalind Nicole Felton. Bruce Logan Flores. Noah William Walter Floyd. Justin Dominique Jordan German. Khalil Jakeem Geeter. Joy Alexis Gilchrist. Darius Gerard Gordon. Holly Selassie Govia. Jalen Malik Grant. Tawana Brene Grasty. Destiny Levante Gray. Jacoby Lee Griffin. Marvin Neal Hall III. Naisha Deja Hamlin. Ashley Alexis Harrell. Janida Simone Freeman. Tishawn Nicole Garland. Travis Lamont Garvin. Camry Ashanique Harris. Darrell Larnell Harris.
Hey, you gotta say it today. Don't play with me.
Tyrese Rozelle Harris. Terrell Jawan Hart. Aja Brianna Harvey. James Clarence Hatton. Garrett Nathaniel Hurd. Kaylee Ann Hewitt. Christopher William Hicks. Clafina Natasha Hill. Michael Scott Hill Jr. Anna Elizabeth Hobbs. Kimante Cordell Hargert. Alicia Holland. Hassan Khalil Holloway. Amaya Shamaya Hughes. Janice Lee Jackson. Destiny Lachey Jacobs. Benny Khalid Jenkins. Sherrod Dedrick Joe Jr. Tamia Johnson. Tatiana Johnson. Trinity Nicole Johnson. Diamond Renee Jones. Jaquan Marquise Jones. Tiara Chantel Jones. Isaiah DeAndre Kehoe. Alira L'Oreal Linton. Destiny Margaret McInnes. Dominique Nathaniel McInnes. Michaela Renee Maggio. Lindsay Marie Mahan. Unique Sadell Martin. Sierra Shalene Martinez. Dakari Joel Mason. Natalia Monet Mason. Nia Labrina Mason, Miss Nia Mason. Jacob William Maston. Chelsea Eleanor Matthews. Breshawn Lamont Mayo. Jamie Ann Kearns. Cody William Kirshner. Michael James Kendrick. Keontae Deshaun Knight. Chanel Taquana Lamberson. Jada Markeisha Lampkin. Imani Ray Lassiter. Brandy Kimberly Laster. Byron Lamar Lawrence Jr. Trace Allen Lamaster. Stanley Miguel Leonard. Aaron Michael Lewis. Larry Cannell Parham. Jose Dolores Parra. Ethan Alexander Phelps. Asia Amaya Rollins. Curtis Aaron Reese. Micah Emmanuel Reimer. Christy Nicole Riddick. Vakaila Amari Riddick. Deshayla Chantel Rivers. Jasmine Brianna Rogers. William Lamar Rose. Hunter Dominique Rogero. Alexis Ann Lewis. Trayvon Antonio Lewis. Brian Andrew McIntyre. Victoria Elamay McMillan. Bramel Joseph McQuilkin. Kayla Marissa Mercer. Danielle Caroline Miller. Destiny Marie Morris. Jordan Nicole Nesbitt. Nicholas Ryan Newman. Andrew Jacob Noggle. Monty Rayshawn Norman. Emily Heather O'Neill. Zarek Alexander Ortiz. Douglas Edward Sykes. William Malik Sykes. Juliette Marie Tarpley. Bria Monique Taylor. Corey Vaughn Taylor Jr. Kaya Dion Taylor. Macy Linda Tester. Dejanay Lachey Thomas. Destiny Michelle Thomas. Victoria Christine Torres. Benjamin Joseph Travis. Aaliyah O'Keefe Trotman. Michael Benjamin Tucker. Castasia Jankia Turner. Zawan Shabbat Savage. Kaya Dejanay Scott. Naija Monea Scott. Chavian Tyshawn Scott. Talia Tonasia Shepherd. Trayvon James Shivers. Bobby Terrell Smith. Eli Tremaine Smith. Lance Marcus Smith. Brendan Terrell Stewart. Brandon. Edward Stewart. Deshauna Elise Stockard. Deshauna Stockard. Kirsten Karen Swenson. Jayla Menija Westbrook. Dante Trayvon White. Naija Lachey White. Sean White Jr. Dennis Edward Whitehead. Richard Ferdinand Whitfield. Logan Rogers Whitley. Alexis Brianna Wiggins. Jasmine Nicole Wiggins. Amaya Nicole Williams. Jawan Marquise Williams. Alexis Sade Williamson. Brandon Miles Wilson. Imani Michelle Urbanski. Cody Wayne Vanderbilt Heisen. Trevor Sutton Varnell. Dinasia Monique Vaughn. Robert Vasquez Burgos. Rachel Renee Vick. Alicia Markia Walker. Brian Lee Walker. Imani Merritt Walker. Marquel Lamond Walker. Darren Javon Walton. Micaiah Sierra Wells. Reagan Charity Wells. Druquan Charles Woodson. Ashani Malik Wright. Eric James Wright. Christopher Michael Phelps.
All right, we are almost at the end. Today is a celebration of all that is good about our students, teachers, and Kings Fork. It is exciting to again look out at the crowd and see the smiling faces of our parents on this very special day. To the class of 2018, you made it. I want you to revel in this moment, and I want you to take time to thank all of those who were instrumental in helping you achieve this milestone. It goes without saying, don't forget your parents. I would like to impart in you one thing and just some food for thought by one of my favorite authors, and Marianne Williamson, in her poem, Our Deepest Fear. Our deepest fear is that we are not inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light and not our darkness that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of the Most High. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing, and I repeat this, there is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as all children do. We were born to be manifest the glory that is within us. It is not just in some of us. Bulldog family, it's in all of us. We unconsciously give other people permission to do the same when we let our light shine. And as we are liberated from our fear, our presence automatically liberates others. I am excited about your future. You have the potential to be all you want to be. I especially want to thank you, the graduates who will leave here today to serve our country in the armed forces. I want to say thank you because I know that the freedoms that we enjoy in America are not free. I urge you again to take a moment to be sure to always to put your energy, faith, and talent and time into endeavors that will benefit you, your family, and your community. Right. I also want to thank my administrative team and my teachers and faculty and staff at Kings Fork High School for doing such a great job this year. I find it very hard to say goodbye to some of you graduates, many of whom I've known since elementary school. However, I do know that life must go on, and I take great comfort in knowing that you will flourish. This is a big world out there, and I want you to make sure that you let them know that you are bulldogs and you will always be bulldogs. And now, we have one more presentation before I turn you loose on the real world. I would like to welcome to the podium for a special presentation, Ms. Jones from the Paul D. Camp Community College, who has a special presentation. And after her presentation, we are going to say our final goodbyes, and we will make you official graduates of Kings Fork High School. Ms. Jones.
Good afternoon. I represent the administrators, faculty, and staff at Paul D. Camp Community College. It gives me great pleasure to honor a student who has completed a one-year certificate. Dual enrollment is a program that allows qualified high school students to enroll in college courses while they're still in high school. 1 year at Paul D. Camp saves approximately $27,000 on university expenses for those planning to transfer. Governor Ralph Northam has authorized the issuance of special medallions recognizing those students graduating from a dual enrollment program. So now, it is my distinct honor to present a medallion in recognition and in high esteem for a tremendous accomplishment. Will Tanasia Arnay Ross please come forward?
All right, we're going to let her get back to her seat. And now, parents, family, and friends, the time we've all been waiting for. I promised them that I was going to keep my speech short, and I did. So, will the class of 2018 please stand? Graduates, please turn your tassels from the right to the left. And for the final time that I get to tell you what to do, unless you come back to Suffolk and Kings Fork as a teacher, by the power granted to me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Suffolk School Board, I declare that you have met the requirements set forth and are now graduates of the Kings Fork High School. Go Bulldogs! All right,